What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. I come forth to you with about an hour and a half of sleep. I am half awake, but I completed the program alright, and today we're going to give tips on the fastest way that you guys can complete this and what you really want to be doing, because this is a unique program like we've never seen before. It is really strange how things ended up and how many cards of these are already on the market. But before we hop into this one, make sure to leave a like down below. It really does help out the videos as always. We hit 30,000 subscribers yesterday. Thank you guys so much for that. Seriously, you guys have been killing it. So if you guys have not yet hit the subscribe button, make sure to do so. Let's try and hit 40,000. We hit 10,000 in a month. Let's try and hit another additional 10 this next month. But let's get into this video. So the first thing I do want to talk about is the repeatable way, the unlimited program stars that you are going to get, because I think this is the most valuable tip that I could possibly give you currently. I will have a showdown video a bit later, probably in about 2-3 hours or so, so make sure and stay on the lookout for that one. Really insightful video and a huge tip that is going to change everything as far as showdown goes. But I'm of course talking about the Homerun Derby. Yes, I have mentioned this is the best way to get XP, especially now that we have the prestige XP reward path. If you guys have been following about that, I know Cougs and Healy made videos about it, but the Homerun Derby is great for stars. Now I heard a lot of rumblings that this was patched, that this was changed. That is false. I tried it myself and I saw you do earn stars at a quite substantial rate. I don't exactly have that rate for you, but one of my friends who I was grinding with said, I think in about an hour or so he gained like 10 program stars, maybe hour and a half, somewhere around there, but you do earn them pretty fast. So all you have to do, go 8 players deep. Obviously you want to pick legends. If you really don't care, and you know, you can go the same player, you can pick David Ortiz 8 times, so we're just gonna do that right now. So do that, pick a small stadium. If you guys play Diamond Dynasty, which obviously you do, you know, Ship It is pretty much one of the best stadiums that you could be playing if you're looking for home runs. So let's just go to Ship It Stadium. Make sure you're on arcade. I don't know what the difference is. I assume you just hit a lot more home runs. Round times on 4 minutes, and you are just going to sit here and hit home runs. It is tedious. It is not exactly what I would perceive as fun, but in that case, there's always Netflix, there's always Hulu and YouTube. Put on a show while you are grinding this. It is going to get you, like I said, probably about 10 program stars in about an hour and a half. Somewhere around there is the best estimate that I have for you right now. I would recommend that you use directional hitting for this because it is a lot simpler and it is as really easy as this. All you have to do, hitting interface on directional hitting, you have a lefty, which I highly recommend. Point the stick over there and just hit power swing. It is that simple. It says 4-minute rounds, but it doesn't take 4 minutes because you speed it up, and you're gonna earn not only 25 XP per home run that you hit, but a ton of program stars. So make sure and do this if you are not. Next up, let's get into the nitty-gritty onto the program. I want to specifically talk about a certain moment that is kind of difficult. That is within the postseason Alkaline moments. Of course, his new card came out and there's moments to get him, and it might have just been me, I don't think so, but there was the 7-game multi that I had some trouble with, especially the home runs. That is the hardest thing to do. What I recommend for this is of course power swing. He does not have much power. It's on rookie difficulty. It's going to be plenty big of a PCI. The hits and extra base hits usually shouldn't be an issue. It's the home runs that are really the problem. And dashboarding, if you guys do not know what dashboarding is, make sure to do it. Basically what it is, I've talked about it so much, but I know there's still people who don't know what it is. Dashboarding is once you are in the middle of the game, you hit the PlayStation button and you close the application, and that basically just resets the progress to where you are. So this is a perfect thing for multi-game moments. Let's say you need one more home run and there's one game remaining. You don't want to go through all that progress again to where you would reset the moment, or if you lost it. So if during that last game, if it's your last at bat, presumably within like the 7th inning, you don't get a hit, you don't hit a home run, before that ball lands, make sure hit the PlayStation button and close your application. Get back into it, and it is going to leave off right where your progress is. So it is not resetting the multi-game moment, but it is really going to save you a bunch of time, and going to make this a hell of a lot easier. So make sure and do the dashboard if you guys are not. Otherwise, the K-line moments aren't too difficult. But what else should you be doing in order to get stars fast for the second inning program? Obviously, are also the K-line moments. I think those are pretty obvious. You know, that's 20 program stars that you're going to get. Conquest, that is a big one. Conquest is pretty obvious. That is back and better than ever. There are a bunch of good packs. I think it is about right here. There's a hidden prospect pack, and then also I think after the A's stronghold game. If you guys want a full in-depth breakdown of the hidden pack locations, video up in the top right hand corner, posted it a little bit late last night. But yeah, Conquest is great, of course. Keep in mind though, you do have to get one of the goals is capture the Padres stronghold on their first turn. So if you haven't started it yet, make sure that's the first thing you do, and it is relatively simple in what you have to do. You're gonna have to play against them on all-star difficulty. You just go right up there, knock on their door, say what's up, and play them on all-star. Quick tip, if you want to make it a bit easier, if you don't want to face Chris Paddock, if all-star is a little bit difficult for you, just pick your 5th starter. It will make you go up against their 5th starter, and it is going to be a lot easier for you. So that's a little tip for that. Otherwise, Conquest, once again, I have more tips in my video that I posted last night if you guys are interested with that. But most people watching this, I assume, probably know the gist of Conquest and the ins and outs, what to do and what not to do. Showdown, as I mentioned, I am going to have a dedicated video because there is something monumental that broke that you can do within the Showdown game that I'm going to talk about. But generally, the second inning Showdown is something you're really going to want to play. Yes, it is frustrating. Yes, it can take you a couple times to do it, and there is a 500 stub entry fee. Do not let that deter you. If you do a couple moments, let's say you win all of these 75, 150, 225, and another 250, you're almost already breaking even with what you put in after you do this mini boss, which is really easy. You're down by 3 runs, you have 7 outs, and you have the bases loaded already, and you also get a free silver player, so you're basically guaranteed to make stubs out of the ordeal at that point. And just in general, you have upgraded this time, because it used to be 15 outs, I believe. Now you have 20 outs to come back from for this. So really recommend Showdown once again, and I really recommend you check out my videos. So make sure hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell down below to be alerted when that video does go live. What else is there to do? I quickly want to talk about the voucher and the face of the franchise collections, what you want to be doing as far as that goes. So the voucher, if you have not done it yet, do not do it. It is an absolute waste. You would be losing stubs if you did the voucher. I don't know how. Well, I do know how, and I'll talk about it a little bit later on in another video. What happened and why these cards are going for so cheap, but they are really diminished in value. But I really do recommend that you do the face of the franchise collection. You know, you have to put in 5 of these cards and you're going to get 20 program star value. Hopefully you already have a couple of these. It's going to make it a bit easier. If you don't, please don't do the exchanges. They are getting pretty expensive, and I know a lot of people just like put gold cards in there. I had a friend told me he spent like 40K on one exchange. I nearly blew my mind, especially because he told me it was Whit Merrifield. What world do you live in that you think spending 40K on an 88 overall Whit Merrifield would be a good idea? A world that I hope I never live in. I know the world today is kind of in a weird spot, but I hope I never get into that situation. But play March to October, as we've talked about before. All you have to do, it's going to take you about 5.5 hours to do so. So it depends on what you're looking for. Once again, Showdown. If you are good at Showdown and you can complete these easily, or if you're not going to lose on the final Showdown, Showdown. That is faster than March to October, but if you're looking for something laid back, something that you could watch a Netflix show, a movie on, March to October is perfect. You can play it on veteran difficulty, and like I said, 5.5 hours, you can knock that out, and you can get the diamond player, and once you get 5 of those, you're going to be able to get 20 program points towards the second inning program. And then everything else, you know, I don't think you really need to rush out to do these. I did these because at first I was told the home run derby method did not work until I tried it myself, and then a couple people told me it does in fact work, so I did this for inherently no reason, but it is what it is. This is also really good if you have face of the franchise players, 10 extra base hits. You can probably get that done in, you know, just a couple of games in an event if you do play your cards right. And otherwise, that's pretty much what we have for the second inning program as of now. Of course, this is weird because it is only a 3-week program compared to the usual month-long thing that we have. So it's going to be a little less time. I'd assume we're going to see at least 2 more player programs be introduced. So if you do not want to do the Showdown right now, you're probably still going to be able to get the program done, get whichever boss that you do want without having to play it once those do release. So yeah, this is how I completed the second inning program so fast. I could have done it a little bit quicker, but I had a couple other things. I had my review video yesterday, which took about hour and a half time out of my allotted grinding. So, but yeah, if you guys have any other comments, questions, concerns, please let me know down below in the comments section, and I'll be gladly be able to assist you further there. If you guys did enjoy this one, make sure to leave a like down below. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks, and Saudi. Yeets.